Alright, you're here with a 6v6, and it looks like it's going to be a chap called Elliot versus Noel. And Elliot has a Rotom Wash, Venusaur, Skarmory, Jinx, Malamar and Smeargle, and Noel has a Malamar, Gengar, Greninja, Noivern, Charizard and Sylveon. And now this is an X and Y battle, so it's a little bit dated, but still I think it's going to be pretty entertaining. Some interesting Pokemon on either sides, some Pokemon you don't see too often anymore as well. It's very interesting. I wish we saw more of Malamar, and that's what Noel's going for to begin with. And it looks like Elliot has gone with a Smeargle, so this Smeargle is obviously going to be quite the setup Pokemon. Malamar goes for the superpower, almost knocks out that Smeargle, but Smeargle's got the Focus Sash, which means it's probably going to do something sneaky now. Malamar with the Contrary there gets an attack and defense boost, and Smeargle goes straight for the Spore, puts Malamar to sleep. Night night Malamar for now. Caramanio is the name of that Malamar, and that's quite an interesting name, I suppose. So what's this Smeargle going to be doing? He's going to set up Stealth Rocks to begin with, a very common attack on Smeargle. He's a very decent setup Pokemon, does, you know, what you would expect of a setup Pokemon, and he throws out a Sticky Web, and that's all of their team slowed down. Apart from the Malamar, actually, if he comes back in, because of Contrary, will actually boost his speed, but he wakes up and goes straight for the Night Slash and knocks that Smeargle down. And it only lasted one turn, that sleep, so things could have gone differently. But Elliot goes for the Venusaur now, Flower Butt, very interesting name, and it's going to Mega Evolve. I would not have switched into Venusaur myself, because there's not a lot it can do against a Malamar, and a Malamar is, of course, yeah, there you go, carrying Psycho Cut, which is going to destroy that Venusaur very nicely. And he's going to go for a Leech Seed, but unfortunately the Malamar dodges it. And he's thought better of it now. He's going back away and into another Malamar. Oh, this might be interesting. Malamar v Malamar. The Psycho Cut obviously doesn't affect Malamar because it's dark typing. So he goes for the Foul Play and does quite a little bit to Malamar, but this other Malamar is going to do a bit more of a chunk to it, I imagine. Yeah, it looks like slightly more. But then, oh, he's changed his mind. He's gone back on it, and he's going out to Arwing, the Skarmory. And that means, I guess, it kind of shows that Elliot doesn't really know what to do against this Malamar. You know, Noel is just stuck with his Malamar, and, you know, whatever comes out he's dealt with quite well. But now he's made the choice to move away from the Skarmory, probably fearing a Brave Bird, I imagine. And he's gone to Rizaddon, the Charizard, which takes a sizable chunk from the Stealth Rocks, which the Smeargle set up earlier. But Skarmory predicts by the look of it and goes for the Spikes, a nice little bit of setup there. Goes back to the team and away into Rotom, which is going to take probably a lot of what Charizard can throw at it. Might be a toxic Rotom, possibly. Rizaddon Mega Evolves there into the Dragon and Fire type and uses a solid Flare Blitz, which probably won't do a hell of a lot to Rotom. Oh no, it does almost, just over half, I think, which is pretty decent actually when you consider. And it heals up a little bit, so it's got leftovers on the Rotom. And Rizaddon now goes for Fly, so that does probably tell us that that Charizard is just one he's gone through the game with, not properly trained up. Interesting. Rotom goes for the Hydro Pump, but unfortunately, you know, Rizaddon's hanging out in the sky. So he decides to switch out, and he's going to take the Fly with Skarmory, which means that's going to get a little bit of Rocky Helmet damage, because we saw that earlier. And it doesn't really affect Skarmory very much at all. So now, he's probably going to, yeah, Flare Blitz, and that's going to be the Skarmory down, I imagine. But the recoil and the Rocky Helmet onto Charizard, it lives on 1 HP, but unfortunately that Rocky Helmet is going to knock it out. That would have been very cheeky otherwise, that would have been very nice to see. But unfortunately, nope, Charizard does go down, and now we're going to see two completely new Pokemon come out, and that's going to be Gengar, the Gengar, and Elliot's going to go for Jinx, so a nice prediction there. I imagine out of the two, Gengar will probably win. But Jinx outspeeds and goes for Psychic. Is this a Choice Scarf Jinx, perhaps? You never see Jinx that often, and it knocks out Gengar, so it can do its work for it if it needs to. But I think that's just because Jinx is, you know, pretty useless in most circumstances, and very ugly as well. And he goes out into Noivern, which is quite strange, because we just saw the speed on that Jinx. Surely it's got an Ice Beam, but of course he's he knows by now that it's got a Choice Scarf, so he's safe. He's going to take a Psychic. And he throws out Dragon Pulse onto the Rotom, which manages to survive on red HP, heals up a little bit with the leftovers, and on Vern, the Noivern is just going to go straight for another Dragon Pulse to the face onto Rotom and knocks it dead. So now he's going to take a bit more of an aggressive tactic and try and just clear up and sweep the team by the look of things. Jinx comes back out, and this is obviously going to be an Ice Beam. Oh, strange that he didn't switch out there. You know, Noivern is certainly going down to that. Noivern not known for having a lot of bulk, as a lot of other dragons do, like Dragonite or Salamence. But he goes back into the Squid of Death, Malamar. And Malamar is actually, yep, there you go, he's going to get the speed boost from Contrary on the Sticky Web. Quite interesting, a little bit of pain from Spikes, and Jinx is going to outspeed and just knock it down anyway, which is a shame. Probably should have saved that Malamar for later. Could have been a threat if the Jinx wasn't scarfed. But actually this Jinx is doing quite well for itself now. And he's going to go for the Greninja. And with the Ice Beam coming onto Greninja, it's going to do next to nothing, and Greninja is probably going to go for a Dark Pulse. With his speed lowered, he's obviously going to hit second. So Elliot made the wise choice to switch Jinx away. And Flowerbat comes back. And Flowerbat is already weakened, unfortunately, so it's not going to live very long. It won't outspeed Greninja even with that speed gone down. Greninja throws a Grass Knot, which Venusaur barely notices, but followed swiftly by an Ice Beam. And that Ice Beam, even with Venusaur's thick fat, is going to knock it down. But yeah, knocks it down. So Venusaur, all them McDonald's didn't pay off. You may as well go back to binge eating and get some more fat on you. Because Malamar comes back out now. And it looks like it's going to avoid the Hydro Pump, and it's going to go for a Superpower onto Greninja, which almost knocks it down, but it does get an attack and defense boost. So Greninja's Hydro Pump is going to hit. It's going to hit, yep, which is very lucky. And Malamar just lives, but is flinched. Oh, King's Rock on the Greninja. Interesting. And it goes for the Grass Knot just to finish Malamar off. And it's very unfortunate that Malamar didn't live. That was unfortunate. Pure bad luck. Yeah, it should have not got the flinch, really. But anyway, Jinx comes back out, and it's going to send out the Ice Beam, which is of course super effective against Greninja now, because of the Grass Knot just used and the Protean. Greninja gets knocked out, and Sylveon is coming back in. Or in for the first time, rather. And it's down to the wires now, isn't it? Yeah, these are the last two Pokemon, so this Jinx is being a big threat on Elliot's team. And Sylveon's slightly hurt by the spikes there, but Jinx is locked into Ice Beam, so that's all it's going to be able to go for, and it does a huge amount, really. Jinx's special attack must be something more than I imagined. Sylveon's going to go for the Moonblast, but it looks like Jinx is going to win. Oh, but it lowered special attack. So will this Ice Beam be enough with that lowering special attack? Oh, Sylveon lives on 1 HP, that's very cheeky, and sends a Moonblast over to Jinx, and that's the game. That's a very nice ending to an interesting battle. Very nice Pokemon there. I was surprised by Jinx, I was surprised by a lot of Pokemon in that battle. A very nice 6v6, even though it's an old battle, still lovely to watch. Alright chaps, thanks for watching. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, why don't you like and subscribe? That would certainly help me out. Well, let's get some more videos up soon, keep an eye out, and thanks for watching.